A lot of people have asked me, how did I manage to hold seal all the way from 45 to 120? Well, let me tell you a secret. Do you know a content creator called Gold Lady? I watch her videos about 800 times a day. Every time she uploaded, I watch it immediately. If she said gold was going higher, I'd be happy for the entire day. If she said the gold bull market was just getting started, I felt like I could hold my position for another month. Eventually, my feed became ridiculous. I opened TikTok, gold. I opened YouTube, gold. I opened X, it's still gold. Every day, I fed the algorithm gold. And every day, the algorithm fed me gold. Eventually, we brainwashed each other. The craziest part came when silver broke above 82. Suddenly, everything changed. Before that, nobody cared about silver. Then all of a sudden, everybody was talking about it. Even the silver bars in Shenzhen, Shuibei, jewelry market was selling like crazy. People were lining up to buy silver. My account was telling me, you are right. The market was telling me, you are right. The entire internet was telling me, you are right. That's when I started feeling something dangerous. Back when silver was at 45, I was searching for conviction. By the time silver broke 82, conviction was fighting me. I even started thinking that maybe I had finally figured out futures trading, become a billionaire, millionaire, or even a billionaire. Feel like it was only a matter of time. Of course, convic- conviction alone wasn't enough. I wasn't blindly holding and hoping. The thing that really helped me stay in the trade wasn't just a conviction. It was my trailing stop. Because conviction is funny. It's incredibly strong when prices are rising and incredibly fragile when prices are falling. That's why I always had a trailing stop in place. Not because I wanted to sell the exact top, not because I wanted perfect exist. I use it for one reason, peace of mind. I didn't want to start at trust all day. I didn't want to constantly wonder whether I should sell because I knew that if the trend continued, I'd still be in the trade. And if the trend really broke down, I'd get out with most of my profits intact. My trading stop didn't give me profits, it gave me confidence. It gave me sleep. It gave me the courage to keep believing in the trend. Later, during a pullback around 80, my trailing stop got trailed. And I was out around 76. Most people hate getting stopped out, but honestly, I didn't mind because I knew that if the trend was still intact, I could always get back in. Later, silver dropped to around 69. I reset the situation. The logic hadn't changed. The trend hadn't changed. So I bought back in. Later, I saw the sum around 104. Bought back around 103. Sold again above 110. Then wanted back in on the next pullback because at that point I was no longer satisfied with making money from the trend. I wanted every dollar, every swing, every move, and that's when the market decided to teach me a lesson. After silver pullback from around 122, I got back in with a much larger position. Then came a huge down day, and just like that, more than 60% of my profits were gone. That was the moment I finally understood something. When silver was at 45, I was constantly looking for people to tell me I was right. When silver was at 120, I didn't need anyone anymore because I had started believing that I was the truth. And then the market slapped me in the face. Looking back, I got from 45 to 120 because of conviction, and I get back most of my profits because of conviction. It's a lot like relationships. Sometimes the very thing that makes you fall in love with someone is the same thing that eventually makes you leave. Too little conviction and you can't hold a trend, too much conviction, and you can't let go. And I learned one final lesson. The moment if you feel like the whole world is buying, you are right. Risk is probably already on its way.